What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dante, Mr. Flip the Hole. And today's video, we about to talk about how to flip your first house with zero money down. Talking about no money out of your pocket at least. We're gonna use other people's money. Just stick around and I'm gonna show you how. Now, first, I know y'all always like, who is this dude, man? Like I always say, I'm Dante, Mr. Flip the Hole, but it goes all the way back from when I was 12 years old, man. I'm talking about going door to door, selling candy in the suburbs, probably making about 25, 30, $50 a day, man. I was living the life. And I didn't do it every day, but that obviously led me to all of my entrepreneurial ventures. I've had a salon, few daycares, shoe store, just pretty much a lot. Flipping cars. I mean, I've done it all. And all of that led me to this beautiful game of real estate. And I learned how to wholesale. I've learned how to house hack. And I've done it. I bought my first property back in 2017 with a house hack. Got a duplex, and I didn't actually ever live in it. But only reason I was able to do that is because when I bought the property, it was rented out already. And the lady had a business. She had a group home and she actually rented out both units. So she was actually there for that full year. I mean, that's just between me and you. So at the end of the day, I did end up getting that property. So after that, I was discovered wholesaling properties. And after wholesaling, I've created almost a six-figure business. No, I'm not rich. I know six figures not a lot. I'm not rich. I'm still in the progress of building and growing, but I do know more than the average person, and I just want to share as much as I can and help as many people as I can. And today we're going to get right into the video of how to flip houses with zero money down. At least not your money. Now, it's two types of properties. Usually, the main ones that people really focus on in real estate. You have residential property, which is 1 to 4 units, and you also have commercial properties, which is 5 units and above. Apartment buildings, when you see the big complexes, that's commercial. Hospitals, when you go downtown, all of that is commercial. Hospitals, schools, and just to give you a brief example of what commercial properties are. But today we're focusing on residential. I just wanted you to know the difference between the two because you're about to learn how to flip residential properties with no money. Oh, yeah, you can also flip land too. But the thing about land, it's all about zoning. And if you don't know what zoning is, just to break it down in the simplest way that I can, is basically the city or your county, the people that's in charge of everything as far as the infrastructure. They tell you what you can do and build on that actual land. When it comes to flipping houses, it's basically the same concept as any other business. You got to learn how to leverage other people's money. The banks do it, the rich do it. It's just how it's done. Yes, it's a lot of people out there with a ton of cash that need to invest it. Nobody wants their money sitting in a shoebox under the bed. You might as well put it to work and let it make you more money. And a lot of these people would love to invest in real estate because to me, it's the best asset to have. But that's my personal opinion. So let me break it down. It's two main expenses when flipping a house. Number one is the purchase price. Purchase price is the actual price that you're going to get the property for, not what the property is worth. Number two is rehab costs. That's the money that it's going to take to repair the property and get it up to 2022 or 2023 standards, basically modern. So, for example, we got a property, purchase price $85,000, but the house is actually worth $175,000, but it needs $35,000 in rehab costs. That's why we getting $175,000 property for $85,000, because it needs the work, which leaves equity. And I'm talking in this case, $55,000. It's a nice profit, right? But I know you're thinking, that's $85,000. Where am I going to get that at? I don't have that type of money. Yes, you do, because it's something called hard money lenders. And yes, hard money lenders is everywhere. They are in your market. If they're not in your actual town because you live in the town of 1,000 people, they are in the one over, or whatever the biggest city in your area. Now, hard money is much easier, simpler, and faster than banks because they really go off the value of the asset versus a traditional loan where they pretty much want the perfect credit. They want work history and a whole bunch of paperwork and stuff that just drive you crazy. Promise you, I know, been there. But with hard money, you can get funded for up to $90,000 of the purchase price. But also, you can get 100% funded on the rehab costs. And if you a numbers person, I know you like, but 90%, where am I going to get the other 10%? Slow down. We're going to get to that because it's a few options, but today I'm going to just give you two. One, if you own a primary resident, you could do a HELOC. And a HELOC is a home equity line of credit. I'm not going to break it down too much, but if this is something that you want to consider, you can speak with your bank, and I promise you they can break it down way better than I can. But just to give you a quick version of what it is basically, say you have $50,000 in equity on your property. You could basically take a loan out on that, but it's more of a as you need loan. So just because you have the $50,000, and in this case you need $8,500, you could just take out the $8,500 and you only pay interest on the $8,500 that you took out. But you still have that other balance to do whatever you want to do, feel free to do, or reinvest and, pay that back once the loan, once the property is flipped and sold, and everybody will be happy. Because you do got to pay the hard money lender back, and you will have to pay the HELOC back. And I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not your money. You still going to come out with a nice chunk of change. Number two, you can overlook what the power of your family, friends, co-workers, your boss, anybody can do. Like I said, in this case, the purchase price is $85,000, and all you got to come up with is $8,500. But we not trying to spend that out of our pocket. So I'm pretty sure you know somebody, friend, family member, co-worker, boss, some investors, somebody will give you $8,500. Now, I know you're like, why would anybody do that? And I don't have any experience. Well, what I suggest is you break that down for them. And I'm not talking about just the way I'm talking to you. Write it, put it on paper, make it look presentable, break down all of the details. You want to talk about rehab costs, the whole structure of this deal. That way they can see that you're really serious about this. And it's only $8,500. So what you can do to make them feel more comfortable because you are new is form a deed of trust so they could claim the rights to the property in case you don't pay. Also, you could give them interest on the money that they give you, which is only 10% for you to be able to flip that property. But you can negotiate interest on their money. It's up to you guys. Say it's 2, 3, 5% versus them having that money sitting in the bank, gaining 0.00000.120 interest on their money, versus with you, they can get 1 to 5, 6, 7% interest on that money. And if you do a great job, guess what? They're gonna want to deal with you over and over and over again. And now you building up a whole bunch of capital to be able to buy you some properties to be able to hold. So, like I said, just to break this down and go over it really quick again, because I don't want to stretch this out too long, and I know you guys got way better things to do now that you got this information. But so if you want to flip your first property with no money, you want to first find the property. You can find the property at a RIA meeting. You can find it on Facebook. And let me go back. A RIA is a real estate investment association. It's probably a lot of them in your area. But all you got to do is go there. You find that's where you can find your hard money lenders. You can find your deals with wholesalers and other investors just trying to unload deals. You got really experienced people, and don't be scared because you are not going to be the only beginner in there. Go there, network, shake hands, put the information that you are looking for a property, and you will find what you need. You want to find some hard money, you will find what you need, because the RIAs, Facebook groups, and just make sure that you do your due diligence on these, but don't overthink them, because we're not going to get stuck with the analysis paralysis thing. We already know how that go. We're just going to study with no action. We absolutely want some real action in this. So back to what I was saying. Once you get your property, once you find a property, the best way to do it is find a hard money lender. And one way to, in a hard money lender, is going to fund the purchase price and up to 90% of the purchase price, and they will do 100% of the rehab costs. And once you establish that, you want to get the other 10 or 15, 20% down that you have to give the hard money lender. And one way to do that is, like I said, a HELOC. And the HELOC, you go to your bank, they will break that down to you way better than I can. And another option to get that 10, 15, 20% down for the hard money lender is friends, family, co-workers, anybody. Just present it well, and people will respect it, and you will make a lot of money. They'll make some money. Everybody will be happy in the end. That's just a few ways that you can do it. It's obviously a lot more, and this video can go for hours. But I just want you to get started, because if I get to filling you with a whole bunch of more information, all you're going to do is make up more reasons why you don't want to do it. So I gave you the easiest ways to do this. And what's going to happen, you're going to change your life in this whole real estate business. Now, since you're changing your life and you're about to make a whole lot of money, won't you do me a favor? Like, share, subscribe, comment, put the word out there. Y'all know how YouTube and this social media world work with the algorithms and they numbers and stats. Let's get this word out here. Let's grow together, because the more we know together, the more we grow together. This your boy Dante, Mr. Flip to Hold, and I approve this message.